Welcome back, LayerX Balls. Over the past month, there's been some serious developments across the entire LayerX ecosystem. Is truly going to take the potential of the LayerX ecosystem to the next level, benefiting all the products found within said ecosystem: Bepro Network, TAIKAI, and dappKit. We're going to do a rapid-fire LayerX news episode where I'm going to bring you all of the most important information you need to know about the LayerX ecosystem, beamed straight to your brain from this video. By the end of this video, I'll have you wondering how such a small market cap project can be accomplishing outstanding performance within the Web3 and Web2 world, and some of the names that we're getting involved with is crazy, okay? So, let's first start off with the team has completed version 3.5 of the TAIKAI product, and it is currently being audited by a third-party auditing service for security. And even though the audit hasn't completely finished yet, at the stage that they are at the auditing process, that they are suggesting at a very high score upon completion of the audit. This is absolutely fantastic. But we knew this was going to happen, okay? Every audit that the Bepro Network product has received extreme praise from the outside auditors, performing as one of the most professional and secure platforms on the market. With the names and business partners that TAIKAI are currently being able to achieve, it is imperative to the success of the TAIKAI product, and in turn, the indirect growth of the other aspects of the LayerX ecosystem, that they provide their users with the most professional and secure platform they can. So having this extremely high score on the auditing leaderboard just adds fuel to the fire and gives confidence to the users of the platform. We have also seen the Lite-paper release for the plans to transition the TKAI tokens already found within the TAIKAI platform into a fully fledged crypto token with its own utility, as well as the implementation of the TAIKAI Garden and all of its features. If you'd like to know more about the revamped TKAI token and some of the features that will be found within the Innovation Sandbox and the TAIKAI Garden itself, streamlining the users of the TAIKAI platform into Bepro Network, into dappKit, then I have two videos here where we've discussed in length these features, as well as a lovely infographic that the team put together here for you, outlining the key differences between the Bepro token and the TKAI token. If this is your first time hearing about the TKAI token, I'm sure you will have many questions on why there is another token being introduced into the LayerX ecosystem. But I promise you, if you take a look at both these videos and read some of the articles found within the description of these videos, there will be no doubt in your mind that the TKAI token will be good for the LayerX ecosystem and imperative to the growth of the Bepro token as well. One of my favorite things you need to understand about the TAIKAI platform is that they are absolutely killing the game in terms of the Web2 industry, as they have crafted their product in a way in which that the users of the TAIKAI product don't even need to know that they're using a crypto/blockchain project at all because of the way that UX is designed. So this is the perfect way to get these Web2 clients confident with using a blockchain-based platform, alongside these clients being able to be exposed to Bepro Network through the Innovation Sandbox. If that sounds exciting to you, I implore you to watch these videos. Now, what are the next steps for TKAI? Now, the information that has been given to us about the TKAI token has come in the form of a Lite-paper, as it is still very early days. So they have taken on as much feedback as possible, and the team has got together with the token engineer in order to make some adjustments to the Lite-paper to produce a fully fledged official white paper for the release and the transition and the revamp of the TKAI tokens. Hopefully next quarter we'll have some very exciting announcements surrounding the TAIKAI Garden, so let's all stay tuned to see what they've got in store for us. The LayerX team have yet to disappoint, so let's buckle in. Now, it's time for some news about our beloved Bepro. We have just recently launched the Bepro Network platform on the Coinex smart chain, following the Coinex team's appearance, the fantastic Bepro Talk series, which will go a little bit more in depth some of the exciting upcoming news about this series later on in the video. And after having this great discussion on the Bepro Talks, the Coinex team realized, with the plan that they had in mind to grow the platform, a white labeled version of the Bepro Network platform for their use would serve as an extremely powerful tool to boost the acceleration of the development of the Coinex smart chain and the Coinex products. And it is assuring to know that the Coinex team already has some bounties planned to run through the platform, so I guess we have to stay tuned to see what they come up with. Any viewers that have watched even one or two of my videos will know that I am extremely fond of the white labeled forkability framework of the Bepro Network platform. I truly believe that this will make one of the biggest impacts on the token price for the Bepro Network platform, and it is by far one of the most adoptable features of our product, and the network effects that will occur of more users using the white labeled bounty framework will be insane. We already know that we have users like Polygon Matic, Coinex, Aurora, which we'll talk a bit later about. So we're just getting started. The names are really starting to pile in and the snowball effect is really starting to take control. So as we just talked about Aurora's bounty network, if we take a look on over at the Bepro network platform, go to Aurora's white labeled bounty framework, you will see the Aurora team has released their first batch of bounties on their platform and already have some new bounties in the pipeline to release soon. So this is fantastic. The moment is upon us. Finally, we get to see other projects using the white labeled bounty framework for their own specific use case for their platform. This is fantastic. I still remember back to the early days of the testnet V1 where the first few bounties on the original version 1 of the product were just released. And it was so exciting to think of the possibilities of another project using a framework like this. So anyone who's been around long enough, this will be a truly humbling moment for all of us involved. Now, it's all well and good. We're seeing these developments in the products of the LayerX ecosystem. However, even with the tightness of the financial conditions currently of the world, with a lot of tech companies having to shrink their workforce, the growth of the LayerX ecosystem has been going crazy, okay? Very recently, we have welcomed Daniel Mendez into the LayerX team as a senior blockchain developer to help accelerate the growth in-house for the Bepro network product, signaling that the ecosystem is growing at a rapid pace and that we need more workers in order to facilitate the rate of growth that we need to maintain in order to keep this upward spiral going. One of the most interesting parts about this hiring, Daniel Mendez, is the way that he was connected to the LayerX ecosystem, and that was through D-House, which I still really need to make a video on because people are really sleeping on this Web3 hub, because the name of the people that attend D-House in order to foster innovation between developers and projects is crazy, okay? So this proves the model that D-House is run on, and that proves that this will be a very, very valuable asset to the LayerX ecosystem moving forward. Now, we've given a bit of love to both TAIKAI and Bepro Network, so let's give a little bit of love to dappKit, okay? In some of the upcoming hackathons, we will see some bounties run through the Bepro Network platform in order to get some of the users and attendees of the hackathons to try and create something great using the dappKit product, okay? So this will be very exciting. Keep an eye out for some of the bounties posted on the Bepro Network platform. I believe one of the hackathons that will feature a dappKit bounty will be ETH Belgrade. I'll keep you posted on if I notice any bounties posted on the Bepro Network platform surrounding some of these hackathons. We've already seen some of these run through the Bepro Network platform, such as ETH Samba, that were a great success. So the more and more events that the team is able to attend, the more and more we can see attendees of these hackathons being able to be exposed to the Bepro Network platform and the LayerX ecosystem as a whole. As we know, the TAIKAI platform has taken the ETH event space by storm, okay? They are responsible for organizing some seriously large hackathons found all across the world. We've seen the closure of ETH Taipei, ETH Dublin, and ETH Dam. I know for a fact that ETH Taipei are keen to do another one next year. I've heard that ETH Dublin and ETH Dam were an extreme success with the projects involved and the attendees. So this is absolutely fantastic, okay? The more events that TAIKAI are able to get under their belt, the more successful events hosted by TAIKAI that projects are a part of, the more the word gets out between these project leaders, and the more chance we have to see of some other projects wanting to use the TAIKAI Hackathon platform. Let's remember, growth in one area of LayerX is growth in another, okay? This is so important if you're an investor in any aspect of the LayerX ecosystem, that you get this into your head, okay? Growth in one area of the LayerX ecosystem is indirect growth in another. We also have some exciting upcoming ETH events for the TAIKAI platform, ETH Brussels and ETH Belgrade, and a seriously large Pragma Cairo 1.0 Starknet hackathon for the Starknet ecosystem, okay? It seems to be an occurrence that these up-and-coming Layer 2 ecosystems want to use the TAIKAI platform in order to boost the innovation and accelerate the growth of their upcoming blockchain. And the overall prize pool of this hackathon is $80,000, okay? This is a working event with a prize pool of $80,000, okay? This is not a small event by no means whatsoever, okay? And some of the names involved with the Starknet ecosystem are crazy, okay? If we take a look here, I'm sure many of you will know some of the names here. We don't need to go over it. We've been over this time and time again. This is a common occurrence with the users of the LayerX ecosystem, okay? Big ties, big names, big money, okay? Fantastic. So, in one of the more recent Bepro talks, we also had another up-and-coming Layer 1 project in the form of Quai Network come and have a chat with some of the members from the LayerX team. And following this extremely successful talk with a member of the Quai Network team, they've expressed their interest in launching hackathons and bounties through the LayerX ecosystem. So hopefully we will see Bepro Network go more multi-chain. TAIKAI hosting one of these hackathons to help boost the overall growth and accelerate the Quai network into an industry-leading player. Once again, it's these foundational ecosystem projects which are finding a use case of the LayerX ecosystem, okay? It's not just smaller projects that can use the products of the LayerX ecosystem. These guys that provide the fundamental framework to so many other projects found within their ecosystem, they need these tools, okay? They need these tools as well. Once again, the network effects of something like this are absolutely insane. Let's talk a little bit more about the Bepro Talks. We will be rebranding the Bepro Talks into the LayerX Talks, which essentially just means that they can bring on such a wider array of guests and projects on to the Bepro Talks, as the LayerX ecosystem encompasses so much more than just Bepro Network itself, and they will be able to bring on such higher profile players within the Web3 ecosystem, and not just Web3 as well. We could possibly see some Web2 clients as well, because we know TAIKAI have some great Web2 connections. I will talk about some of these new Web2 connections later on. But as we've seen from the past Bepro Talks, many of the projects that appear on the Bepro Talk seem to often end up using one of the products within the LayerX ecosystem. So you can only imagine what might come following the rebranding of the Bepro Talks into the broader LayerX Talks as well. We will see clients from all across the development landscape. Now, I'm happy to also announce to you that the team has decided to do monthly Discord calls found within the LayerX Discord server, where we're all going to be able to hop on a live call with members of the LayerX team and discuss some of the things that have happened within the past month, some of the upcoming news that we could look forward to, and just a general discussion about any questions that the community members may have, or just a good time to just chat to some of the members of the team about maybe some suggestions that you might have for the growth of the ecosystem, or just to come along and say hi, okay? So every month, you'll be able to attend these calls and jump in and say hi to the team. I'm also happy to announce the LayerX team has also decided to transition the Bepro Network YouTube channel into the new LayerX YouTube channel, where we will be able to see content from all aspects of the LayerX ecosystem centralized within one place, especially some of the feedback from the attendees and the projects involved with the hackathons organized by the TAIKAI platform, some of the news from the Bepro Network ecosystem, and I'm excited to see what fantastic content we're going to be able to come up with for your viewing experience over the LayerX YouTube channel. If you don't follow this channel already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a big upkick in content creation for the LayerX channel itself. So make sure you stay ahead of the game and follow this channel, okay? So now I'm going to take a little dive into some of the hackathons found on the TAIKAI platform recently and look at some of the names involved in some of these hackathons, because they are, once again, crazy, okay? So we're going most recent. There was one specifically that I would like to show you, okay? So here we have a private hackathon hosted by no one else other than Mercedes-Benz IO, okay? Let's take a look. So I might hear you ask, are they officially part of the Mercedes-Benz company? Well, of course they are, okay? This part of the Mercedes-Benz is responsible for all of the digital solutions and all of the digital products available to Mercedes-Benz owners, such as the car configurator, product information pages, passenger online store. The online tech side of the Mercedes-Benz company is now a user of the LayerX ecosystem, okay? This is fantastic. Once again, a large Web2 industry-leading player using one of the LayerX products, okay? We are sat on top of a gold mine. I can't believe the names that are tied to the LayerX ecosystem. Crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy, okay? I'll leave some of the links below to the hackathon page for TAIKAI, so you can take a look at some of the names involved with some of the recent hackathons, because they are truly insane, okay? I think that just about covers all of the most recent news from across the LayerX ecosystem. I hope you're all excited about the continued growth of the LayerX ecosystem and this extreme upward spiral that we seem to be riding currently, okay? The LayerX team is doing a fantastic job of growing the LayerX ecosystem, and all we need to do is just sit back and let them do what they're best at, okay? These guys are going above and beyond in terms of hitting goals, creating partnerships, and growing the LayerX ecosystem and all of its amazing products, okay? Any questions you might have about some of the things we've covered in this video, get them in the comments. I will sort you out with the answers, okay? make sure you follow both my channel and the official LayerX channel to make sure you stay up to date with all of the relevant information you need to be at the top of the game in terms of being a LayerX ecosystem investor. Any data that I've used to create this video that I think may be useful to you will be found in the description of the video. Make sure, if you haven't seen those 2 videos surrounding the information about the TKAI token, it is very important that you go and digest some of the information found in those videos, because it is such a massive development for the LayerX ecosystem and will play a huge role in growing the adoption of the Bepro network platform in so many other aspects of the development landscape, okay? Not just Web3 players, okay? And with that, I will see you in the next one, Bepro Balls.